Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD once again for our Thursday episode of our daily stock market insights. And I just want to recognize the comments that you guys have left on my video. And I will definitely prioritize these requests that you guys have left here. So for CMR, Green FNI, and CREIT or CREIT, LTG and DMC from Renato. More power to you and your channel. I am a daily follower. Thank you. Please continue doing that. I really appreciate it. And hopefully you can review PHR, ALLDY, and SPNEC. Yep. PHR. Okay, I have it. And yeah, Enrico said, thanks, Miss JD. And ACEN and Dito for J-Bon. And I think that's it. You're welcome, John. Right, so let's go ahead and get into Investogram. So this is the chart I'm using. So by the way, guys, if this is the first time you're watching my video, I am Miss JD. I do review stocks in the Philippine market and US market sometimes, and even crypto. Okay, so let's check out the index. Okay, it's nice that we had a green after this red day the other day. However, we are still, like what I mentioned, we are still respecting this downtrend channel with MA20 as our possible resistance. So it's nice that we're again challenging that. So if tomorrow we manage to go cross the MA20 line, which is this line over here, then that is a breakout of the downtrend channel. Overall, it is still being respected as a resistance. But I think we have a lot of gainers today, right? Let me just open this market summary. So we have 121 advances against the 76 decliners, and the biggest, actually almost all, well, all the sectors have gained today. There you have it. So let's go ahead and discuss the stocks that you guys have requested, with green being the first. Okay, so green overall, as you can see right here, this is still a respecting the downtrend channel, but I hope you guys were able to catch this at a much lower level. In fact, this chart has already given you that sign back when we had it here. So this was your lowest point previously, right? February 10, around that period, and then it went up but declined much lower in terms of price at this level. But look, your RSI has already manifested. That was already your cue that a bullish divergence is happening. Price was going down, but your RSI is already gaining momentum. That means buying is starting to take place. And true enough, it was reinforced the previous days. And at the moment, the next thing we are going to challenge would be this one. We are still in a downtrend technically, but approaching the resistance area. I hope that makes sense. While we recover the past 3 days, we are still above, we are still in that downtrend channel. So just be extra careful. Hopefully this is already, hold on, this is still within that range. So hopefully we continue to, I think the best place of entry here is when you cross the MA20 line. Because while it's true that you are able to break the downtrend channel very near the MA20, but there is still the MA20 line that could still act as a resistance. So not really good at that point, because we could just be rejected right there. Otherwise, you have to wait for it to go back to this level over here if you want it to be on a cheaper level. So wait for it over here, and then if it goes lower than that, then just cut your loss early. But those are the two possible entry points right there. But if I am, let's say, if it was me, I'd say I'd wait for the pullback right here, and of course some good volume over here. So that's my take on it. Overall, this is still very, very cheap. The stock has already dropped so much, and we're in a very cheap level for long-term investors. All right, so the next stock is FNI. FNI, you're approaching a resistance. Yeah, so this is a resistance area. The next resistance is right at this level, 281. Okay, so we're also near the overbought area. Okay, we are not yet there, but we're near that. So maybe my take here is wait for, you know, a retracement so you can haggle at a much cheaper level. Otherwise, wait for a breakout if you're you know, you're into a breakout play. But my profile is this won't look attractive for me because I find this expensive already. But just know that if you are already profitable and are just, you know, deciding on which level you can lock in those gains, 281 for me is the nearest resistance. So you can probably partially withdraw some of gains, and then if it goes even higher, at least you're still in a position. But if it goes down, you can use the buying power to re-enter at a much lower level. The next stock is CREIT. CREIT. Okay, so it's really very I don't know, we don't have any chart here. Okay, we don't have any chart at the moment. Volume is really low, so I think if it is declining, we have already reached a an area where, you know, people must have felt that this is already a cheap level. That's why there's not much activity in terms of selling pressure because of this. So that's my cue. Not much volume anymore. So I think this area over here, just, you know, eyeballing this thing without any indicator. I just use the candlesticks and notice that each time you touch this area, there's a slight bounce that's happening, and this one too being the smallest candlestick, that means wala na movement, parang dyan na siya. And then probably next would be a bounce. That's something we have to wait. Otherwise, pag na-break yan, then it could even go down further. What's interesting is you don't have that bottom or support if it breaks down. So market will decide where to make it stop, because we don't have any indicator that would suggest or would impose a potential support. In the same manner, if it goes up all-time high, no resistance areas that will be the basis of the next possible stop. So market again will decide where to put it. Next one is LTG. LTG still at a resistance at the moment. This is your MA20 line. Still in a downtrend, but starting to, well, you had a foreign buying, but the volume is so small. So I think that's still unreliable. Okay, it's still unreliable. So just in case the market gives you a chance because of fluctuation, try to get in as near as you can at the 912 level. Sometimes it won't even reach that. Siguro mga halfway up to 925 pwede pa. But here, because there's not much volume, it's really not, most likely, it's not going to hold. And then pullback can happen. So try to haggle a few cents. But overall, it's still a good level for long-term investing. See that? Because it has dropped tremendously, and then you have this very attractive upside. So 912 is the support area. So if it breaks the MA20 line, the next possible area of resistance that you can probably monitor would be 1017. Right there, because of this, you also had this. So previous support and resistances could play an important role, because sometimes it stops right there. Next is DMC. Oh, gap up. Wow. But you're already in a resistance. So always remember that if there is a gap up, chances are we just don't know when it'll be, but it will be revisited and filled. So may gap ka dito. Probably it will revisit 891. Parang ganyan yan. Okay? We don't know. Maybe intraday tomorrow, there's a long wick going down and then it shoots up again. Ang ganda oh. Kasi while it was moving higher and higher, the volume is sustained at an above average level. See that? So I think sustained growth to, no? Parang sustained yung uptrend niya. At least, you know, graceful movement to the upside is better. Para mas mag-hold siya. Kikita mo ito. Ganda ng galaw niya. Medyo mabagal pero at least it's sustained. Ito nga lang oh, grabe. Shoot up just a few days. Very huge gain pero bagsak niya ang steep din. Steep pag-akyat, steep din yung bagsak. Unlike if it's just gradual, the pullback is, you know, not that much. So yan na, ito siya, 891 possible area of retracement. Your resistance is currently sitting at 9.37 and some would be okay to do it a breakout play. So it breaks out of 937, then you are already at a all-time high, 52-week high. 52-week high. Ganun, kasi it has also dropped significantly. PHR is next. Oh, PHR sitting at a possible resistance. The reason why I'm saying that is if I plot it here, it's an area, so it could be a wick or very near that level. Ito may resistance ka dyan, ito support yan. So, try to observe. If we will consolidate right here and then your RSI is also declining while the price is staying flat or price is going up, so that's your cue. People will be taking profit any moment from now. Like this one over here. See that from here to here. There's a, oops, line na nga lang, hindi pa tuwid. You know, price you flat siya dito. But your RSI is declining. But then again, sometimes it could stay there in an extended period of time. So mga 2 to 3 days. Tingnan natin kung pabagsak din yung volume. Ito din volume. Kung pabagsak din siya, then that means lock in ka na ng gain mo if you are already profitable. At this point, even as early as now, I could already say, start considering locking in gains. Next one is ALLDY. ALLDY. And still downtrend, guys. You had 17,000 on foreign buying, but that's not a really huge amount. Or, yeah. Still downtrend, although this is trying to create a support at this point, pero still, volume is so small, so it could be easily broken. But no triggers yet. Not a solid sign that I will be entering if I am going to invest for a position trade. Ganda sana kasi bottom na siya. I mean, paakyat na nga to Tingnan mo to. Yung this one, price was going down and your RSI is moving up. Kaso, this is not a, kumbaga, this is not a, so in terms of conviction, it's not a very strong set of indicator. Parang secondary lang siya. Because we all know that even if the price is moving down and then your RSI is already moving up, it could still take some time. Some would recover immediately, pero yung iba ang tagal Pero like nito, tingnan mo to, price is moving downwards, your RSI is starting to move up, pero bakit down pa rin siya? Volume kasi, look at this. There's not much volume. Even if you have some greens right here, it's just a few set of trades. So, chances are the next day, pag mag-take profit yan, wala na. Alam mo yun? Wala nang liquidity. Okay. The next is SPNEC. Parang na-halt to for a few days and then when it went back, gap up na siya. 24 to March 2. So several days pa talaga siya and then nag-gap up siya. I'm thinking it is going to create a new support na right at this level. But mind you guys, itong gap na to, at one point it will be revisited. Hindi lang natin alam if before the weekends that will be revisited or some other time pa. Okay, but so far in the short term, you have your support at the MA20 line, but I still have to acknowledge this level. Something might happen in the coming days that will fill this gap over here. So I still would like to plot that 1.93 right there as a possible area that will be revisited. Okay, so just be extra careful. Medyo mahal na rin kasi siya. So if you want, wait for it. Kung super conservative ka, wait mo siya sa 1.82 or 1.93. There you have it. Okay? Pero maganda naman itong si Solar Philippines because this is into renewable energy. I like companies that are into renewable energy. ACEN. Mukhang recovering si ACEN. So, ayun. Ito nga. So, still no volume. Kita mo to? No volume. Flat. But price is moving downwards. Actually, 2 days na siyang staying at this area, trying to create a support at this level. And your RSI is starting to move up right here. Kaso, yun nga, the volume is not noticeable. So, wala. Posibleng magfa-flat pa muna to. Staying sideways in the coming weeks. Around the 8 peso, 8.04 area. So let's see, if you're able to stock up or accumulate volume, mga test by lang, at least you are able to enter a cheaper level before it fully takes off. Overall, ACEN is a really good company, unless there's something or a negative news that might have influenced the decline. But overall, in terms of fundamentals, really good company. Dito. Okay, kumustahin natin si Dito. Guys, this is a good entry level. Okay, the market has once again given us a chance to enter at a cheaper level. It is currently sitting at a possible support because you had consolidation right here. Actually, on this day, it went as low as 545, pero may slightly higher on today yung bottom niya after the wick. Yeah, the wick only landed up to 547. Actually, almost the same sila. But wherever we are, we're just slightly higher than the support area, which is 5.53. So yun. So for those people who are in it long term and are thinking of re-entering or adding more, this is the area. Okay, this is the area that you can consider. Wag ito kasi kanina medyo mataas na to eh. So it went down. At least you allowed the profitable traders lock in their gains. And then now it's starting to recover again. Ulit lang yan. Aakyat ulit yan. So it really depends on how long your window is in terms of wait time. My take here is especially for those people with other activities on the side, who have jobs on the side, have a perspective of one being a mid to long term mindset or position trade, swing trader that is, because it will take a few days before your resistance or profit taking level will come in. You don't have to monitor it every single day by the minute. Kasi alam mo naman na medyo malayo pa yung area of profit taking mo. So ganon. So that's your possible support. And we don't know how long it'll take for it to go up again. Sana bilis lang. No? With the developments in their offerings, that will really help. Okay. So that's those are the stocks that I have reviewed today. I like it that we have a lot on our list. I enjoy reading it. I enjoy studying each one of those lists. Each one from those lists. There you have it. Just go ahead and drop a comment again. Even if these stocks will be reviewed every day, I don't really mind. Okay, at least we get to monitor them. In the meantime, I'll just be adding some timestamps on each stock, so you don't have to, you're not required to watch the entire video if those stocks are not in your portfolio. So you're free to watch the entire thing or just a segment of it. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe. Bye bye.